Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever, whatever the case may be. Um, we all pray for ELBO. It's not the way you want. Exactly. Hey, Tears. Hey, Miss Jamie. Hey, Brubby. Joseph. Good grief. I'm almost at a loss for words, but he gives me so much to work with. I don't even know where to start. Um, good grief. What a putz. You know, hey, Brad, aloha. Um, yeah, we've all been praying for the angel of mercy. Oh, hey, Wolf Dad, aloha. Here's the funny thing. The first video he did, because he can't go on YouTube because every time he even tries to start a channel, it gets terminated. I don't know how that happens. Maybe, maybe it's the trolls. Maybe it's YouTube. Just fed up with your bullshit. Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at, Brad. And not even 5 minutes in to his first Facebook on the road. Yeah, I'm gonna need, I've got a 1,500 mile trip ahead of me and blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna need fuel and it's gonna, I gotta eat. Um, hey Stitching Girl, aloha, sassy aloha. Um, he got $5. I know that's just that. That was worth whoever sent the $5. I give you kudos. That was perfect. Um, and then, 5 minutes in on his cross country journey. Yeah, well, gas is up and that gas where I live um is anywhere from 4.59 a gallon to $5 a gallon. Um, so I don't want to hear anything about gas prices, which is absolute bullshit. But we don't have very far here to go. Hey, Trisha, aloha. Jerry, aloha. And then he has this breakdown, but he's already begged for people to, gas money and food and blah, blah, blah. Then he breaks down on the side of the road. Well, I guess I should have been more prepared. Uh, really? Uh, Prepared for what? Oh, a breakdown. Oh, in a 30-year-old van that you don't do regular maintenance on. Is it a wonder that he broke down at all? No. Um, and kudos to the mechanic for standing his ground and not taking his, well, I don't have a lot of money and blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to Tijuana to hook up with some hookers. You know, so you're on a cross country trip to go hook up with Mexican hookers, but yet you want us to pay for it? Hmm. And then you wonder why nobody will help you when you're having a crisis and oh, it's so dangerous on this side of the road and I don't have my batteries are going dead and I don't know what to do. Uh, you should have thought about that before you left Chicago. I know, Jerry, me too. A lot of us were. Yeah, but he has $4,000 in his account, less now the 350 he had to pay the mechanic, you know. He got off easy on that. He got stuck in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And it's between Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of these little shops they close for that week, because they can. But I predict that there will be another breakdown before he gets to his destination. And why do I think that? It's a matter of odds. Yeah, Stitching Girl, 5K. Um, well, if he thinks he's going to get across the border without an immunization card, good luck with that one. Um, they're probably going to close the border anyway. I mean, you probably could get into Mexico, but you're not going to come back from Mexico. It's a whole different world than it was when he was there the first down in, to scam number 5, Algodones. And it's going to be, yeah, he'll get robbed. Exactly. Because he has no social, he doesn't understand social cues for one thing. He thinks that everybody should know he's the, in air quotes, alpha male. Um, I'm sorry, but an alpha male doesn't leave on a 1,500-mile trip without being prepared. And what I mean prepared by is have some water, have some food, because he gave us all this information. He let everybody know, hey, I wasn't prepared. I guess I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, you shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hey, Shazal, aloha, aloha. Two scam, yeah, two scam number 5. Um, well, that's it, Sassy. He doesn't know what he's gonna do, you know. Um, and hey, I see aloha. And the biggest takeaway from this is, um, somebody who lives in their van. Hey, Jan, aloha. Um, and that's their home. You would think that they would take care of it a little better. But I guess he takes care of the Lisa Marie about as well as he takes care of himself. And what in that I mean is he actually admitted the other night that he is now diabetic and he is actually on medication for diabetes. Sure is funny. Brad, me, and a whole bunch of other people tried to tell him that. Um, hold on. It's already taken care of, Daryl. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. It's all good. No worries there. Hold on, I gotta. Yeah, it's been postponed. Don't worry. Yeah, it's all right, Daryl. We got it covered. And I didn't go because, and it's a good thing I didn't go because both my connecting flight and my flight home were canceled. So that's great because I have a refundable airfare or I can rebook it. And I'll rebook it for the springtime. But, here's a man, hey Steve Aloha. Here's a man who just turned 40, right? Um who doesn't have a clue on why he may have diabetes and that "Oh, if I eat sugar-free food and drinks, I'll be fine." No. And, the thing of it is, the damage is done. And I'm just gonna throw this out there, and let's see if it sticks. I've often heard that men in particular who are diabetic have circulatory issues. Um, and along with that goes um, impotence. So you're 40 years old, you now have diabetes, and you're taking medication for it. So that means shortly you'll be on uh, insulin. Uh, yeah, good luck with those hookers, buddy. Uh, I see your guys are gonna make me work for it today, huh? All right. Bye, Felicia. So, being that, you know, men especially with diabetes, you know, the eyes when he was rubbing his eyes so much, and you know, and everything else that goes along with it. Oh, and he's got high cholesterol. Go figure. Just cutting out sugary drinks, which God knows that's what he loves and breathes and lives for. Um, hey, Mary, aloha. Exactly, Jan. Yeah, and he thought he was invincible. Oh, I can't have diabetes. Yeah, you can, and yeah, you do. So, uh, good luck with that one. And not only that, when you start begging straight out the gate, when you do have a breakdown or you do need someone's help, but yet you have 4,000, almost $5,000 in the bank, but yet you don't scam anybody and you tell them exactly what it's for. You've never scammed anybody in your life. Uh, that's not true. Sorry, I'm listening for something. Oh, he'll see me on here and he'll have to clap back to me. Of course he will. He's on the road. What else has he got to do? Oh, besides stuffing his face and going to sleep as soon as he has this huge burrito, right? And he's munching down on it. And then he says, "Well, I'm going to bed." Um, do you not think that having that food sit on your gut all night while you're sleeping is a good thing? Especially for your sugar or lack of. Well, Stitch and Grill, that's it. He's not gonna change his way. He just won't have that extra sugar in his McCafe coffee, you know, because what is he says he puts 4 sugars and 4 creams in there. Well, that's not really coffee anymore. Nope, he's back on the road after having to pay, what, $350 to the mechanic. But what I found intriguing was he said that he gave the man $200 and that he had to go somewhere to get the rest of it in cash. Um, so you can't use your bank card for anything? Doesn't seem right. Hmm, maybe he didn't want the guy having his credit card information. Who knows? Yeah, $5 in donations, right? Well, not only is he too stupid not to think about that, he thinks he. But I also found it odd. He would do a live stream and he said, "Yeah, I got to make a few phone calls, blah blah blah." And then Gerald Coates 9500 calls him, didn't tell him he was live, and then said, "Oh, I'm live," and he got all bent. Hey, Kev, aloha, and it's like you're such a dumbass. Probably went to eat. I'm thinking that he didn't want the guy having his credit card information. That's my guess. Oh, real stream, you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Oh, loser, loser, loser. I'm not the one that sits in front of my computer every day and plays nice with people I don't like. Um, oh, and another little tidbit of information. I actually put this on my Twitter that beginning Saturday, January 1, 22, that PayPal, Venmo, and all the other cash cash apps um, are now being taxed. And even if you sell something out of your home, say you have I think it was a living room set, couch and sofa that the guy was using as an example, that that money has to be, you have to declare that as income. And I thought that was kind, interesting. So now if he does get PayPal money, which isn't going to be much anyway, let's face it, folks. Um, that um They're gonna tax it. Where did Kevin and FC? Um, who knows where it went? Probably he went to the doctor. There's a little bit of change out for that. Medication. But now that he's not working and his insurance will no longer be in effect January 1, how are you going to pay for your yeah, it's 99K exactly. So how are you going to pay for your medication? Oh, that's right. You're going to have to open up that wallet that you hate so much, having to give other people your money. Young boys in Chicago aren't cheap. Ain't that the truth? He said it for yeah, exactly. Well, Brad, he has to this time. He has to file taxes this time. And not only this time, they will probably ask him for the previous years also. No, I doubt if he'll get any tax. He doesn't have anything to declare. Hey, Cobra John, aloha. Um, because I know how when my last year I worked, because I didn't have any children to declare and I didn't have any expenses to declare. I was like in the 23 percentile was going to the government out of my check. So, well, he may not report taxes before, but it'll catch up to him. And you can't get a refund unless you file your taxes. And you can't get the stimulus checks unless you file your taxes. Hey, Arthur, aloha. Yes, he is. He surely is. He declares exempt. Exempt from what? Human race? He probably made if, if he's being honest, which very rarely is the case, that, oh, I know what that's so. Sorry, I was hearing noise outside. Now I know what it is. Um, and if he says, and if he made as much as he says, he's going to have to file taxes because he lost out on the stimulus checks because he didn't file taxes. But that's when the IRS kind of perks up a little bit when you file a big tax year when you haven't for years before. And let's face it, folks, we all know. And he said that he used to get, what was it, 40 or $50,000 a year from PayPal and super chats. I kind of find that hard to believe. But if that's the case, he's probably going to have the IRS on his ass. Earned income credit? You can't. You don't have kids. I guess so. That poor dating service. Oh, what a disappointment for him. Good grief. Exactly, Brad. Exactly. Because I know I forgot when I first moved here, I was working and stuff. And when I filed mine. I had forgotten about one of the jobs I had, and they tagged me on it within, I don't know, 3 months or something. They said, "Oh, you owe another $500." "Oh, I do?" And they'll take it from next year's then. They don't care. They'll get it. Or they'll take it when you're at 6 feet in the ground. There you go, Brad. Tell him. Yeah, I think that's where he was, Cobra John. He was actually in a little town called Liberal, Kansas. When he said that, I'm thinking, I don't know. Is Kansas a liberal state? I don't know. I kind of thought it might be pretty conservative. And then I realized that's the actual name of the town is liberal, which is almost fitting for him to break down. Yeah, yeah, just south of there. I'm kind of thinking that he made what's it, 5 o'clock here, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 where he's at. 9 in the evening, 9 p.m. It's about time for him to shut it down for the night because I don't like driving and there's deers and there's raccoons and oh boy, they might run in front of me. Like, really? You big pussy. Yeah, exactly, Cobra John. Well, he was in Oklahoma. Why don't he give Dave the fisherman a call? I'm sure he would, help him out, you know, one way or. You know, he chases goats, Joseph. But, he's supposed to be this so I'm the quintessential nomad, okay, who doesn't do maintenance on their vehicle, which they live in, and doesn't have any extra food with him, no extra water. Um, hmm. Oh, and he used the gas for the generator. He put that in his tank. So, is there any wonder why he broke down? Yeah, the goats are scared of him. Well, I hit a deer on my motorcycle and drove the rest of the way home. You do what you got to do. But it's scary, this perilous. Oh, on the side of the road. Oh my gosh. It's like, you sniveling idiot. Hey, Robert, aloha. Yep, he is. He is. Exactly. What are you doing? Figures. Waddy hasn't heard me say elbow in months. And now he's like looking at me like, really? That's the name you're going to throw at me? I know. I know you don't like that name. I get you. I got you. Yep, stupid is and stupid does. You know, heck, when we had that big weather system come through, called the Kona Low, a week before Christmas or something. And it was the most weather I've seen on this side of the island. We had winds and rains, and I think I think Hilo got like 10 inches of rain in a day, which is crazy. Well, Wolf Dad, he doesn't know what the difference is on that. He doesn't know what ethanol this or you know not that or and if they had a cheaper grade of gasoline, he would put that in there. And he wonders why, when he goes 54 miles an hour, why these truckers are barreling down on him. Maybe because you're going 54 in probably a 70 and you don't like driving in the slow lane, so you drive in the fast lane. You're lucky you've never been run off the road. Really. Yeah, my poor little old Toyota pickup when I lived up in Northern California. We had it was one of the years we were going home for Christmas. And a deer was being chased by a pack of dogs. And we saw him jump in front of us about, I don't know, maybe 100 feet going up the embankment, and the dogs were chasing it. Well, apparently it didn't want to go up anymore, so it decided to turn back around and come down. The deer hit us. Thank God that little Toyota was a tank because it hit the side of the door, and I thought for sure it was going to come through the door. It was crazy. Well, stitch and grill, that's exactly. We do too. You keep right unless you're passing. And actually, in some states, it's illegal for you to drive in that lane unless you're passing. So, you know, you got that right. Well, and not only that, okay, you've got this big tank of a van, and you don't have any flares, you don't have any triangles, you don't even have a flashlight. That should be illegal. You should have to have those safety things in your vehicle. I do, and I've never had to use them, but the one chance I might, I'd probably be real thankful that it's there. I know that's not Joni, so I'm not even gonna answer it. The red rotating safety light is how he attracts the hookers. What are you talking about? And you know that untimely and costly repair, is taking away from his hooker money. There you go, Arthur. Yeah, there you go, Cobra John. Exactly. Yep. Exactly, Brad. That was my question. It's like, you know, why can't he call Janelle or Cleopatra or Patrick for that reason, you know? He must be of age now. Well, Jan, when you put the last bit of gas you have for your generator in your gas tank and you don't have gas to run your generator, uh, you deserve to get stuck in freezing conditions. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But not being prepared certainly says a lot for his understanding of the world. Begging for money the minute you get in your vehicle and start heading to your destination. Uh, and wonder why people aren't donating. Well, because you cry wolf all the time. You want people to pay for this, this, and that, but you treat them like shit. You treat everybody like they're beneath you. Um, when 99.9% of the time, the person you're giving shit to has far and away more than he will ever have. For one, a loving family. For two, friends that will help you out in a pinch. Oh, by the way, Mr. X, you better dust off your wallet because your boy Elbow will be calling you. I had to pay the mechanic $350. I need money for my hookers. Good God. There's nothing normal about him. Yeah, canned food, that chicken in a can comes in handy. That what is it? Chef Boyardee? More like Chef Boyard puke. Blech. How about some Vienna sausages or spam? Spam lasts forever. It's a mystery meat, but it lasts forever. I don't know if Norm F is gone, but I know he's broke because he's been paying off all the drama girls. I think Jill has his hand in his pocket. I don't think Bergs does anymore. That would have been a good place to start, Wolf Dad. But Mm-mm. No, he doesn't. Mm. Oh, I want to say this, but I want to say it right. I can't. There's no right way I can say it. He doesn't look past his own nose. I mean, really. Man, if I'm going on a road trip, man, I've got snacks, I've got dried fruit, I've got a can of, nuts and water at least. There you go, Kev. I guess they're not on talking terms anymore. I don't know, but him and Gerald are back talking, and God, he got pissed off at him for not telling him he's live when he's already talking to him. And it's like, dude, why do you think everybody owes you anything more than a hello? I don't know. I don't know, Brad. Um, he, mm, I'm trying, Jack. I'm trying. Um, oh, he can't see past his wee willy winky. You know, why plan for tomorrow when you're still living today? You know, that one. Mm. Oh God, ketchup and everything. Ugh. Well, that's what I find funny. She's been MIA for a couple days. I wonder why. Maybe because you wrestled that ham around your counter for 2 hours. Might be a clue. And when you turn on the water saying, "I'm washing my hands," and the water goes right back off, doesn't mean you washed your hands. It means you put your hand under the water, maybe. Oh, that knife's gonna slice her arm open one of these days. And that wooden cutting board, can we say contaminated, cross contaminated? You should never use wood with raw meat. That's one of the things I taught my students early on is you don't want to use a wooden cutting board because those little cracks and crevices that harbor little bugs and little nasty little things that make you go poop 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 and throw up and everything, you know, I can't even, you guys. And I tried. I really tried. Um, but it's like grandma used to always say, "Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink." And isn't that the truth? Um, why would he have a first aid kit, Brad, when he can just go to the hospital instead? Oh, yeah, I said it. Like he did for his, here we go. Like when he had to go for his terminal jock itch. Hmm. Funguses, diabetes. Maybe there's a connection there somewhere. I don't know. Well, stitching girl, I have color coordinated poly cutting boards. Um, the green ones for vegetables, the red ones for meat, The white one is for seafood, and there's another one. Oh, and the yellow one for dairy. So that way, even if they are clean, you're not going to use one. Like I'm not going to use the red one to cut my vegetables on because it's had meat on it, even though it's clean. It's just I get wiggy about that kind of stuff. How long do you give it till he lands in a Mexican jail? I don't think. Okay, here's my prediction. My prediction is he gets down to any border town wherever he's going to go. They're going to ask him for his vaccination and his driver's license. Well, we've also heard him say he's not getting the vax. So therefore, without a vaccination card, I don't think he's going to be able to cross over. I really don't. And that might have been one of the things that he probably should have thought about. Um, but who knows? Let's see, same color codes when I was in culinary high school. Yeah, exactly. Well, that I taught culinary arts, so I mean that's ha- washing hands 101 because some people don't know how to wash their hands. It doesn't mean you just put it under the water for a second and then wipe it off. That's washing your hands. No, that's just getting your hands wet. Simple as that. And when she has to say, and I'm washing my hands, no, you're not. But if you want me to talk about it again, I will. Oh, there you go. Mickey see, mucky do. But he's not thinking about that. And there's nothing the American justice cops, police, sheriff, ICE, whoever else it might be. Um, you're on your own when you're across the border. They can't help you. So I was right. He does have a title loan on that. Hmm. Imagine that. How did I figure that out? Hmm. I wonder. Because it's funny. He said he was going to get the title, um, so he could sell it. Well, there's and Brad, you'll love this one. From 19.999 to down to 13.5, and still nobody interested. Uh, and there's a reason for that. You took out the part that made it valuable, which was the toilet and shower. It's not a class C anymore. It's a conversion van, and the refrigerator doesn't work. So there's that, and hey Savannah, aloha. Everything else that's been left behind, shall we say? The man goo and the Rorschach test on the ceiling, kind of thing. It is Cobra John. And not only that, he has no records to show people, oh, I've kept up on the maintenance. You can say that all you want, but when you look at that engine and you see factory parts, no, you haven't. Um, yes, Rub, you certainly do. Yeah, he doesn't see girls. What am I thinking? Well, yeah, Brad, and then wonders why people are giving him shit. Well, it's because we think logically. We think past our little wee willy winkies and think about tomorrow or the next day or the next month or the next year or into retirement. But there's no way that so now he's 40 years old, right? Diabetic. He's on statins for high cholesterol. Well, and he wonders why somebody had a heart attack in their bed. That could be you someday, Elbow. For one, you eat like a 12-year-old. For two, you treat your body like a dumpster. And number three, you probably don't practice safe sex. Not that you do that, but you know everything. I don't. Bareback Mountain. Come on. He is somewhere in bumfuck Oklahoma. I don't know where, but I was hoping that he would come on here, so he's not blocked. Thank you, girlfriend. Um, well, that's what he says. He says that he gets the tag sent to his cousins. Well, okay, then that means you have to have an address for that to be sent to, right? Um, and if he had it, I'm sure that he would show it to us, right? Elbow, prove me wrong. Prove to me you do have the title, okay? Make an ass out of me. Prove me wrong. Call me a bitch. Call me on don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm calling you out on the title on your van. I can show my title. Can you show yours? I'll give you a minute. No, not Narsa. Mm-mm. Nope. Um, I don't know, Stitching Girl, but he thinks those toes are free. They're free until you get your next month's statement. I mean, like me, I don't have roadside assistance because I crunch the numbers and because I live on an island that there's only so far you can go, that anytime I've needed a tow, either my shop pays for it or I pay for it. And I've only had to pay for it once and it was a 5-mile trip and the guy charged me $50, which fine. I think so too, Jan. I think so too. Um, but and here's something interesting I was listening to today was about um vehicle insurance, that if it is a recreational vehicle, which basically a camper van is, I believe, I could be wrong, is titled in a way that you don't drive it much, that it's a backup vehicle, just like when I had my motorcycle. they had to make sure that I had another vehicle that I was using, and I wasn't using my motorcycle as a daily transport. Um, yeah, I don't block many people. They can just sit and spin. But so get them, girl. Come here. Where's Elbow? Is Elbow? You gonna talk to me? Oh. No, he just wants to talk. He doesn't like when I say that the ELBO name, but it is getting dark and he probably wants to go out. But I'm gonna wrap this up shortly. Um, just because I mean I said what I wanted to say and a little more, but hey. But I've got the news on the TV with the sound off, and it's amazing that these guys are snowboarding up on the volcano, where you can snowboard in the morning and snorkel in the afternoon. He couldn't be a head cook at a noodle factory. He can screw up Chef Boyardee. Boiled steak. Ugh. Oh, thanks for saying that, Brad. I just wanted to share this that Christmas I stayed here just because the CV-19 is rampant here on the island right now, and I don't want to be around people as much as I don't want to be around them. So, but I bought a really really nice ribeye steak, and it was about an inch, maybe an inch and quarter thick. And I've done this before where I put a New York steak in the air fryer and cooked it. I really liked it, but when I put decided to do the ribeye in the air fryer, 9 minutes, and it was perfect. There was no scorching on it from the dry rub, burning a little bit, and 9 minutes, and it was done. And I'm going to tell you, that was the best steak I think I've ever had anywhere. Um, so if y'all have an air fryer and you want to, I mean, the next I'm going to put some salmon in there and see how it turns out. But I know it's going to be fine. Um, but yeah. Okay, Cobra John, aloha. You have a great year too. Yeah, and then I let it rest. So as it was resting, I put the baked potatoes in the air fryer. Baked potatoes in the air fryer, there's nothing like it. You get that crispy like you have in the oven, but it takes a third of the time. I think I think 9 minutes at what temperature? I like to go 125, 130 because I like it rare, but I don't like it mooing. So I took it out at 125 after 9 minutes, and then I just let it rest in it for like I don't know what 20 minutes maybe 15. Um, but yeah, and then I made another caramel apple crisp. Oh, it's so good, and I had um, leftover blueberries in the fridge, so I put blueberries in with the apples. Oh, it was so good. And if you ask me for the recipe, I don't normally use recipes unless I'm baking, and it's because baking is kind of precise. Um, so, but I it because I went to the meat counter at my little neighborhood grocery store just because I didn't want to go into town, and they actually have a butcher shop kind of thing. Um, so I said, "Well, I want red ribeye," and it was 1 pound. It was almost 1 1/4 pounds. Anybody want to guess what I paid for it? But it was the best steak I ever had. It was $26 because it was 24.99 per pound. That must be Joni, because then who would ever go by sloppy, you know? Hmm. Or maybe that's that mama. Mama. Jeez. Yeah, biscuits in there? Yeah, because it cooks from all sides. And you don't get it burnt on the bottom. Like my stove is really small. I think it's only like 30 inches wide. It's a real small one. I like it. It's still got 4 burners and a full oven. But once you get something in there in the oven, sometimes it just doesn't circulate enough because it is so small. Hmm. So tell me the one time I've ever begged anybody for money on here. I'll give it. So let's do a little poll here. If you've ever heard me ask for money on YouTube, give me a one because you can't do it. Because I don't. Because I have my own money. I live a very comfortable life. And if you think that when I say I have a comfortable life, I'm wealthy, then so be it. I'm wealthy. Ah, oh, you're funny. You really are. Huh. Sure, funny. Got you, stitching girl. There's always one in the bunch. But I can laugh at your foolishness, Lily, or sloppy, or whatever you want to be today. You know, because for one, hey, David Aloha. If for one, you know, if you're gonna troll my channel, at least make me laugh. And you almost made me laugh, almost. But you got to do better, really. You got to hone up on your trolling skills. They're at about a kindergarten level, so there's that. Carl, you're a dumbass. I don't have to own property to be wealthy. You dipshit. Let me guess. You got a quarter in your pocket and you think you're rich, huh? Well, you may think that. Oh, and don't be mad when I say that my ticket for my Christmas travel, I can turn it over and there's I've already got my plane ticket for when I go to California in spring. So there you go. You want to bring something else to me that I can address, or do you just want to still make yourself look stupid? Because at this point, you're looking stupid. Maybe you're stuck on stupid. That could be. Oh, did nobody want to pick you to play dodgeball at school? Oh, you poor thing. Oh, kids shouldn't be mean to you. Were you always the last in line and nobody let you sit at their lunch table? Is that where your anger comes from? Is that nobody liked you in school and you didn't get a Valentine's card when the whole class got cards? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Brad, that was triggered? Not even. I think you're funny as shit. Oh, I take that back. You're just shit. You got to do better than that to trigger me. Because I'll just laugh at you. It was tomorrow, but it's been postponed. Oh, no means no. Did you get coal in your stocking for Christmas and you're pouting and you gotta go tell other people that wah, wah, wah. Good God. Yeah, because I can probably turn that first class ticket into a couple of coaches and or even business class. But that's all right. My brother's paying for it anyway, so it's all good. I know, let me check. Oh, elbow. Are you stuffing your face? Are you having a moment? No, he's not live. He was. Let's see if the other one. No. Nope, either he's still driving or stuffing his face full of shit. I don't have to ask my brother for money. He gives it to me. Somebody's triggered and it's not me. Hmm, who is it? Oh, Mr. Muddy Ducks. Aw, aw. Poor thing, nobody wants to play with you. Boo hoo hoo. Go cry in the corner. Oh, tears. I got one of my favorites, and it's a guilty pleasure that I finally broke down and went to Costco yesterday just because I wanted to get some dried fruit and I needed toilet paper and I'm not going to pay anywhere else for toilet paper because for one, when they say it's double roll, yeah, but it's half an inch narrower than anything else. I may have to do a video on that because that just perplexes me. That they say, oh yeah, triple rolls. Yeah, but in volume, they're not. How many accounts do you have? Shall we run through all of them tonight so we know all of your your accounts? Because obviously you're someone who's been around for a while. We do know that. But you need to hone up on your trolling skills. They're quite lacking. Hey, aloha, Brad. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, tomorrow's. Yeah, wait to see what tomorrow brings. Oh, all right, you guys, quit fighting over who's gonna block them. I did get my lights up in my house finally. We were able to do that, and I'm so happy I did. Because I've got all my pictures up now, and having the lights in here when I have them on with the rest of the light, it's look, like sitting outside. It's really cool. All right, let's see where we are here. Oh, shoot. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And whoever is trying to troll me, you got to do a little better than that. Come on. At least make it challenging for me. You know, at least bring up something that's true. You know. All right, Stitching Girl, Cindy Lou, Cajun Kev, everybody, aloha. Have a safe, happy new year. If you're going to drink, do it responsibly. There's always Uber. And until next time, aloha. Love you too, Cindy.